Alright, so last night I took my front subframe down to the local do-it-yourself car wash and I hosed it out. Probably show you the video clip of that before this one, but I didn't record this one. I was downloading a bunch of my SIM cards onto the external hard drive on the computer, so they were busy. So anyhow, what I did was I decided to go ahead and just paint my front subframe, because I think it'll be easier if it gets scraped up or messed up, or you know, I cut or weld or anything on it, then it can just be touched up with paint out of a can from the parts store. You know, I used the satin chassis black, so here we go. I think it turned out pretty nice. Got it hanging from my hinge and hoist. But I think it's got just about the right amount of sheen on it. So pretty much I've just got it hanging and drying, because I don't want to mess it up when I set it down. But I'm gonna have to set it down sometime. Just let it dry as much as I can, as much as it can. So there it is. There's the front subframe painted, cleaned up and painted. So now I got to clean up the control arms so I can get those powder coated in my oven at home, or I don't know, maybe I'll just spray paint them like I did the front subframe, but I don't think it'll be as durable. And the powder coat that I have is also satin black, so I'll probably just powder coat those. So I'll probably work on blasting those down tonight, because that way, if I can get them powder coated maybe tomorrow, then, well, the control arms and the springs, then I can put the control arm bushings back in, I can put the ball joints on, and then I can start putting this front end back together. I can use the spring compressors that I got from the parts store, then I can go ahead and take them back after I've got them mounted up on the car, and see about putting this front subframe back underneath the Camaro. The other thing is, I think I'll scrub on the firewall and the cowl panel with some of the mineral spirits and steel wool. Get this paint off that I've been using the aircraft stripper on, so, and neutralize the aircraft stripper stuff, or the paint stripper stuff. Just clean this up and clean up the firewall and all that stuff where I got the paint stripper on it. That way all this front end is cleaned up. And I don't know, maybe before I put the front subframe under it, I'll go ahead and just paint the cowl and everything while that's not in my way. Then I don't have to worry about it getting oversprayed. So we'll see what we're going to do today, and we'll get on it. So I keep scrubbing and scraping on all of this stuff, getting all this paint off of this Camaro, off of this car, scraping the door jamb still. Still got the tail light panel and stuff to scrape. Still got all this stuff to scrape in here. And as I'm scraping, I keep thinking, I've got an LS vehicle that has a 6-liter and a 4L80E and a 14-bolt rear end, because it's a 1-ton.